Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video I will show you how to draw a face, and I'm using this reference, a Blackpink Rose K-pop idol Blackpink Rose reference. And this video is a little bit different from my another how to draw face videos, because in this video I will go through all of the steps that how to draw a face, and I will try to make it easy for you. And I'm using the circle cover and a ruler for this video to make it more easy and more clear for you. This cover circle cover and a ruler. And here I want to say you something, that if you can't understand this one method like a circle and then line, a straight line, like I use them many on my so many videos before, so if you can understand that, so let me know down below in the comment section, and I will make another video and I will show you many steps to draw a face. Like I have so many steps, and one of my natural step I have, like this one is not my natural, I didn't draw faces like this is not a natural way to draw, like my natural way to draw. So I will show you so many more steps, and then you will choose one that was suitable for you. So okay, so I'm using this circle cover and a ruler. And as always, I'll start with the circle. I'm drawing a round circle here. I'm drawing a round circle. Okay, so let's put this in center. A round circle. Now after drawing a round circle, now let's draw a straight line for her face. And I'm using a ruler, but I didn't use ruler before, so I don't know if I use it right or I got wrong some areas. Okay, so I draw straight line, and here I didn't draw a line in the center, but it's okay, we fix it. I hope you draw it right. Now let's draw a line for an eyes. Now here pause, when I say line for an eye, so it's not mean that you just roughly draw it and then say okay what's next. It's not like that. When I say line for an eye, so you need to look at your reference closely and then look at the where her eyes need to be. So the perfect way to check that is first draw a line for an eyebrows. Like first when you draw a line for her eyes, then don't draw the eyes first point the area for eyebrows. Here I point area for eyebrows, so you can see that starting of her eyebrows is touching the starting of her eyes. You can see that if we draw a straight line, so the eyebrows and eyes is touching each other. So here I point the area like this, and then let's see where our other eyebrows is, and then do the same process. But when the pointing means that when you point the area, then you don't need to just like point it and then start drawing it. When you point it, then look at closely and then look at and then check that you do it correctly, or you draw you just increase the space that between is, or you just minimize the space between an eyebrows. So you need to check those things first. Okay, so here we are done with our eyes. Now here let's draw a nose. Now let's draw a line for her nose. Here how do we know the space? So the perfect area of checking the eyes and nose space is here. I show you the starting of her eyes is touching the her nose. You can see that, and then I check space here and I draw a line for her nose. You can see we can check here, we can check the space perfectly. Okay, you can see when we draw a straight line, so you can see that her eyes and nose is touching each other, just like this. I turn off the lights in my studio to see it more clearly because my drawing starts shining. Okay, so here is another area, another way to check the nose place that if the nose is right or not is here, the end of the eyes. I point those area here, and also an eyebrows. So you can see that here end of the eyebrows is touching her end of the eye, so we draw another line. And here you can see her end of the eyes is also touching her nose. When we draw a line, so you can see it's touching her nose, so we draw a line here. This method is just for checking that the nose is her right place, is on her right place or not. We don't want to draw a nose too big, too small, or not in her right place. Like, we don't want to mess up with the area, mess up with the space. Now we are done with our nose. Now let's draw her lips. Now here again, when I say line for her lips, so it's not like you just randomly draw it, we need to check out the space too. So here I check the space and I point the area, and I look at that where the area that I point is right or not. I just imagine that her lips is here, then I see that her lips is I draw this line perfectly right in her right place or not. And also here we can see the end of her nose, like here this area of her nose is touching her lips, so we draw the line. And now we check out the length of the lips, the upper lip, and we point that area, and then lower lip, point that area. Okay, so now it's time to draw a chin. So here again I draw a line for her chin, and when I point the area, now I look at closely and think that I do it perfectly or not, it's correct or not. Here I point the area. Now when you point the area, then imagine like if you point the area point the eyes area, then now imagine that her eyes is here, then you can see that it's wrong or not. Now here let's draw the eyes, help of the points. Here I draw first eye, now here you can see how perfectly I draw this one eye, because I point the areas before. You can see everything is perfect, this eye is draw perfectly. Now let's draw another eye. Again I follow the points that I draw before. You can see perfect. So you can see that how easy is to draw a face. Like you just need to practice. You just need to practice on this method a few times, and then I promise that you draw any face so goodly, perfectly, because you practice it before. And this is an easy way in my eye, easiest way to draw a face. But I have so many ways to draw a face. So if you can't understand this one, then let me know in the comment down below, and I will upload another video of how to draw a face, and I will show you another way to draw. And again, it's okay if you didn't draw the face like in a reference, how you just draw it a little bit change, so it's okay. You know, everyone's learn in their mistakes. So if you do a mistake, so it's okay, it means that you learn something when you do mistakes. So then think that what I learned, so you learn something. Everyone's learned from their mistakes. Like I didn't be an artist in just once try. I try so many times, I mess up so many times, and then lastly after practicing and practicing, I learn how to draw a face. I learn how to shade, how to color, how to paint. So yes, practice is everything, and don't give up. Don't just give up when you are messed up with your drawing. Then think that what you learn, and then try it again. So yeah, you can see I follow all of those steps, and how perfectly I draw. Now here I want to say you something, that I point the area for her lips, but the point the lower lip point is not right. Like you can see that the lower lip point is wrongly, I drew wrong. And also the chin point, the point that I do for chin is also not correct. So I want to say that points is not everything. When you point this area, so you don't let everything on the upon those points. You need to focus after pointing too. So when you point those areas, it not mean that you just draw everything and you say just I point them before everything is perfect. No, when you draw first eye, then look at the point, and then look at the point that you draw for another eye, then think that when I draw the eyes here, so it's perfect or not, then draw our eyes. And the same process you do for our eye, nose and lips and chin too. So then I will promise that you will end up with a beautiful, good looking drawing. Now here we are done with her lips, nose and eyes and eyebrows, and I'm sorry if I speak some words wrong. It's just because I'm a little bit nervous, so please ignore that. And yeah, so you can see the how easily we draw everything, but you just need to practice on this method a few times. If you like this, or if you don't like this, then let me know in the comment down below, and I will share some more methods to draw a face, I promise. So yeah, here we are done with her lips. Now it's time to draw a face, and I always start with the chin first. Like, I don't know about you, but I always start with the chin first. And as I say before, a point that I draw for our chin is wrong, did wrongly. So I pointing the areas, and I point it 3 times, and then I'll look it closely, and then when I think it's wrong, then I point it again, and I think this one point is correct. Okay, this one, it's correct. So now let's start face with a chin first. Like I think it's a good way to start drawing face with her chin. Many people start with her forehead, with the forehead, but I like to start with the chin. And also we check the length of the face for help of her lips. Like, you can check that the end of her lips, and then see the how big is the space. Then it's a good way to draw a face, just like this. I just slowly drawing it and check it after a second. I check it again and again, just like this. Now here I point the forehead before, so you can see the point that I draw for her forehead is correct. Okay. And here I want to say something, and that is don't, when you draw the round circle and the straight line, so just draw it harshly. Like, don't put too much pressure on your pencil, like then it's after that it's hard to erase. And yeah, also use a HB pencil for outlining and for sketch. Here you can see we do face perfectly. And again, we are not a copy machine. When you are get wrong in some area, like when you are draw the face a little bit change from a reference, so it's okay. You are not a copy machine. Everyone's do the mistake. Like, we didn't use a printer to draw a face. We use our hand, and we are not a machines. We are not a robot to just draw just like it. Everyone draw a little bit change from a reference, so it's just okay. Now here we are done with her face. Now I draw some shades, and I know you think that she's not just like the reference, but after shading, I promise she looks just like a reference. So now here I'm drawing her her hair. Like after face I start drawing her hair and then her ear and then so on. Now here it's time to draw her ear, and here I will show you the how to draw her ear. Now when you see that her end of the eyes is also touching her ear, so we draw ear just like this. Here you can see ear here, just like this, and then end of her ear is also touching the nose, just like this. Perfect. And now it's time to draw her hair, and I'm doing the same process with her hair, but I didn't show you any points, but it's okay. I have videos on my channel that how you can draw hair, how to draw hair, so you can check that out, how to draw a straight hair, curly hair, all types of hair, so you can go and check that out. Now I'm doing same process with her hairs, just like this. I'm just roughly drawing everything. Like this is not a realistic portrait, but just a tutorial of how to draw a face, so we don't need to shading and sketching that much. Now here we are done. Now let's erase all of those unnecessary lines, and maybe I say that before that the circles or the lines that we do, you need to do that really harshly. Like don't add too much pressure on your pencil, then it's hard to erase. And always use H or F pencils. Don't use HB because the HB is a little bit dark too and it's hard to erase, so I prefer use H, F, and then like lighter pencils, harder pencils. Now here let's do a little bit shading, but I have videos on my channel that how to shade on skin, so you can go and check that out. Now here we are done with our rose, and I hope you learned something. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you.